Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Tunis. Today we're doing a solo overnighter here in Algonquin Park. I figured I'd just get out. I didn't really care where. Basically, just went to the gate and asked the rangers which way people were heading, and wherever they weren't heading is where I was heading. So right now we're on the eastern side of Algonquin Park at the far end of Grand Lake on Clemau. Yeah, Clemau Lake. Never been here before. Just nobody's here, so I said I would go. We're on a pretty decent little point. Yeah, so I'm excited. It's about 30 degrees out. It's stinking hot. I'm not a warm weather fellow. I like cold weather, spring, fall, and winter. So I'm a little bit uncomfortable, but we're gonna make the most of it. We're gonna do some fishing and just relax. On the way in, there was a young lady who broke her paddle. She stayed on this lake here for 3 or 4 nights, broke her paddle, paddled out of this lake with a flat rock, and then found a piece of driftwood on the portage out and was using that as a paddle when I found her. There you go, dear. There you
So
go.
which office? At the entrance?
Yeah, actually the gate works.
Okay.
Wherever you're going, like I said, if you're going to the end of Grand Lac there with the building, you can drop it off there, but if you're going out the main way towards Petawawa, you can drop it off there too.
At the main gate,
Yeah.
I'll drop it there.
That works.
With this washroom and all?
Yeah.
If it's closed, I'll just put it
Okay, sounds good. Like I said, if I lose a paddle, it's not the end of the world, but I can't let you go across the lake. It's a long way with the stick.
Well, at first I was paddling with a flat rock.
Were you? A flat rock, really? Wow. Do you mind just showing the stick? I'll blur your face out. I won't put you on. But yeah. Yeah. Paddling with a stick. That's crazy.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Yeah. Enjoy your time, okay?
Thanks.
Safe travels out. Sorry if that footage wasn't that great, but a good feel-good moment. There was a lady over there. She was at this portage. Initially, she refused my offer of a paddle because I had a spare. But in good conscience, I couldn't let her. The lake's it's probably a good 8K long. And just seeing how much effort she was putting in, just getting, a couple, maybe 100 yards away from shore was just heartbreaking. So finally paddled around, said that I'm not leaving until you take my paddle, and she finally took it. And she's on her way. So that's cool. That's a good start. So I'm gonna begin setting up camp. There's just this one little flat spot on this point. The rest is all rock. This would be a great hammock spot, but yeah, there's not much for tent potential. I have a pretty large tent. It's the only tent that we own. It's the 3-person that me, Britt, and Bubba share usually, but since I'm solo, it'll just be me. Or there's a flat enough spot for 1 person, so my wife will be happy that she's not out here with me, and we both have to sleep in discomfort. So yeah, let's get started. That's all set up. Rocking and rolling. Tent's all set up, bed's all made. Just waiting for the sun to die down a bit. It's so hot out. Not gonna bother fishing till this evening. No point. Plus 30 weather. Chances are slim that I'm gonna catch anything anyways, so I'm just gonna hang out, do some camp chores, cut some firewood, probably get some more water. I might drink the beer that I brought too, even though that was for dinner. It's because it's probably already piss warm. Just gotta wait for the sun to go down so I can go explore all of this. A little water break. We got all kinds of dead cedar, spruce, and pine trees all along the river's edge, or sorry, all along the lake's edge. All kinds. So I'm gonna go bust some branches and start processing some wood. Oh, hello. How are you? Oh yeah. Well, technically this was supposed to be my lunch. And I was supposed to have fish and homemade pasta primavera for supper. Primavera? Pasta, whatever. Some kind of pasta and vegetables dehydrated that we made. But as per usual, which I think is standard for most paddlers or outdoors people, I didn't eat today at all, besides before I left. Kind of want to get your chores and stuff done first and haul ass through certain stuff before you eat. I know that's definitely me, unless my lover's there to take charge and tell me to settle down. I'm pretty exhausted, mostly from the sun, but probably from being like the first major or first trip of the year, doing everything. It's catching up to me. I'm debating if I have enough. Horse flies are out, or sorry, deer flies. So I'm debating if I wait just before dark and go for an evening paddle. Hopefully I'm not too tired. Or do I cut my losses, go to bed early and wake up super early when the water temps will be cooler and fish in the morning, and probably no wind as well. I guess we'll see. But for now, I'm going to enjoy these sandwiches. Enjoy my Lake of Bays red ale, which is almost a red hot. No, it's lukewarm, but still good. So if you couldn't tell already, I've decided not to go fishing tonight. There's still enough of a breeze that it'll make it a lot of work to traverse the lake and explore it, so figure I'll save it for an early morning tomorrow. So I'm just taking in the sights, enjoying a small campfire, nothing big. It's already too hot. It's still, I'm gonna say mid-20s. Oh, we can go hang a food bag. Who wants to see how Tunis does it? Good night, little guy. Normally, on a multi-day trip, or an area where I know bears frequent, I would tie an Ursack bag, like a Kevlar bag, to a tree, or a bear bag 10 feet up in a tree or whatever, but not tonight. Not tonight. Given that it's an overnighter, and given that I'm on a lake that I can imagine not many people use, I'm not too worried. And if a bear really wants my trail mix and pancakes that bad, he can have them. But I don't suspect having a visitor. Well, it turned out to be a beautiful evening. Bullfrogs are going crazy. A couple loons. Yeah, it's great. Well, the water's like glass now, but it is 9:30, which I think I'd rather get up super early tomorrow, pack up, have breakfast, and then fish for a solid 3-4 hours before leaving. Then go out now and come back at like 11. Won't be much longer anyways until dark, so gonna enjoy the fire for, I don't know, gonna enjoy the fire for another half hour till this burns out, and then hit the hay. I'm pretty pooched. I paddled further than I thought today. I thought it was only like an 8K paddle. Turns out that just Grand Lake alone from where I started was roughly 11-12 kilometers, and then a kilometer portage, and then another half click or so to this campsite. So I don't know, solid day. Wind wasn't too bad. Stinking hot though, stinking hot, but a good day. I said we had to help out that one lady. It's always nice. And then yeah, I got to enjoy a beautiful evening. So hopefully tomorrow we can catch a couple fish, or a fish. We'll see. Do a little paddling and exploring, and then we'll be on our way out. Bugs are out. They're not too bad. I haven't resorted to bug dope or the original bug shirt, but they have started. It's cooled down enough. But they're not bad. Mostly no-see-ums and a couple of mosquitoes, but the little smoke that the fire is producing is pretty much keeping them at bay. So it's not bad at all. that's a wrap for the first day on the water. Oh, look at that. Just killed a mosquito, got blood all over my arm. Sick. Yeah, it's time for bed. It's just before 10. Gonna try to get up before 5. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, good night, everybody. Well, good morning, everyone. It's just after 6 o'clock. We're all packed up. Tent, everything's put away. It's a beautiful morning, but the bugs are something fierce. Definitely a lot worse than last night. I'm enjoying the cooler weather, and they obviously are too. So yeah. Water is like glass almost, which is perfect. Dead fish of some sort. Boom. Nice little sight. This site's not too bad. Nicer than my site in terms of the view. Only problem is there's not much to peg a tent down. You'd have to tie it down with rocks. But if you had a hammock, I'm sure you could make good use of it. There's a nice little fire pit over there. Much more open. Yeah, it's a nice little rock face. Well, I've fished my way here, so I've paddled probably a kilometer and a half. I came from that way. So I fish, I'd paddle 50 yards, drop a heavy jig down, about an ounce jig, see how deep it was. I'm not getting much deeper than about 30 feet, so Jeff's maps says that there's lake trout in here, but I don't see how they'd be able to survive with such shallow water. Must just be a deep pocket that's just holding the fish. I'm going to continue to fish on the way back. Hopefully, maybe I'll find this deeper pocket of water, but if not, let's go back, enjoy breakfast, and we'll be on our way home. Pretty cool. Try dropping it down here. See if it's deep. If it's not deep, I'm gonna start heading back and make some breakfast. Time to make some breakfast, and then we're gonna hit the road. We're gonna have some pancakes. It's only like 8:30 and it is smoking hot. There's already that haze that looks almost like forest fire smoke because it's so hot. It's pretty gross. pretty miserable looking pancake, but it's gonna have to do. This is where my lever shines. Need her to come out and help me in the outdoor kitchen. Don't want it to burn. Just kidding, we're not gonna do that craziness. Oh yeah, not bad. So a little dab of butter, get those calories in, and then some syrup. Unfortunately, it's not maple syrup, but she'll do. Drown her. Oh. Yep. That'll do. Oh yeah. Pancakes are awesome. Not bad there, Chef Toon. Not bad at all. Adios, campsite. Just finished our breakfast. Now time to make our way out. It's beautiful, but it is stinking hot, man. Did I tell you I don't like the heat? Man. So that's it for Clamau. Left lots of firewood for the next person. I don't know if I'll ever come back here. It's right off of like a logging road that runs along the eastern shore. I've already heard a couple transports go by. These are actively logging, I believe. Knock it off the bucket list. Oh, here comes a truck now. Not exactly what you want to hear when you're trying to find seclusion, but good news is we didn't see any people. Not that I don't mind people, but had the whole lake to ourselves. We got to enjoy a beautiful overnight. All right, so we're off the lake. Everything went well. Light headwind, nothing crazy. So we're at the main office. Boom. Let's go see if our paddle was left behind. So it was left behind, and it's got an awfully nice note attached to it. So that's awesome. Nice warming note left with it too. Well, that's going to conclude this overnighter, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more coming up in the next couple weeks. Take care. You're all right there, chum. Carry on. Good stuff. Watch out for your turtles.